All right. So if we're sitting here doing a retrospective on the first 2 years of NIL in the summer of 2023, what do you think some of the lessons are going to be at that point in time?
But I think especially the way that this is unfolding, I'll be honest, I would, my preference would have been that there be a little bit more structure behind this thing. It's kind of launching with a little less clarity than what I think everyone involved would have liked, but it is what it is. So I think early on, you're going to see a lot of activity, a lot of learnings, a lot of adjusting. You mentioned school policies and state laws earlier. I do think that you will see some adjusting of those, where maybe a school starts out with a certain set of policies or restrictions, and then once they realize that that puts their student athletes at a disadvantage, and in turn then the institution at a disadvantage when it comes to recruiting, they'll adjust. So I think you're going to see a very wild start to the NIL era. This will eventually settle in. There will eventually be, federal legislation that will put everybody back on the same playing field. And there will be a settling in of a groove. And 2 years from now, you'll see that there will be fairly small group of people that get significant opportunity from it, and then a pretty big group of people who are able to create modest opportunity from it. But the good news is all of it is better than what there was previously.
I think the only thing that we're going to wish that had gone differently was maybe a little more structure, as Michael said up front, just to really level the playing field, take some of the risk and uncertainty out of it, and get people just to throw themselves into it, really on with more enthusiasm, or even more enthusiasm, and with less risk. I would say that the authenticity of athletes relative to any other form of IP will absolutely make brands.
Mhm.
It will make brands that step up, whether it's newer, smaller niche brands, or whether it's established brands that you wouldn't think of. I could envision an auto brand just really stepping up and going above and beyond, let alone the more endemic brands. I think exciting to me, it's going to be a huge differentiator of which consultants, advisors, and agencies are really great and deliver the goods and which ones don't. And the thing that excites me the most, as someone that's been in this business for a long time and also is an educator, is that student athletes absolutely at different levels will build business relationships, as you've stated on so many occasions, Tony. And that's going to be something that's long lasting. Some schools are going to do it better, and they are going to, as a result, elevate themselves as part of the process.